So you want to know how to grow and start a blog as a high schooler and employee who's broke. Probably sick of all the blogging and writing advice all over YouTube because they're really fluffy or they don't really appeal to you and they're just really vague. No more thinking to yourself, I've tried everything, I'm doing everything right. I'm going to give you step by step how to grow a blog and make this a full-time thing. So just watch from start to finish if you want to know how to do that. Hello, I'm Lucci. A little bit of background. I am a 16-year-old writer here to help you make it as a blogger and writer because we're in this journey together. There's gonna be 3 parts to this video. There's gonna be the content, how to write good content on your blog, marketing and distribution, and the monetization, how to make moolah. You know, when you're starting from scratch, starting from zero, you're gonna have a big deal of trust completely out the window. You're gonna have low social proofs, so you have to find some way to build that big deal of trust so people can come back to your blog over and over. And that starts with having a niche. You don't want to be a general writer. Please don't say I write for everyone, because if you have that mindset, you will not appeal to anyone. So think of something you're really passionate about. This is the hardest part, finding that niche. So just think about something you do every day, something that you could legit think about, what could I write for hours and hours straight without getting sick of it. You're really good at it. It's just something that you breathe, literally. And for example, don't say I am a travel blogger. That's way too broad. You have to niche even further, niche over a niche. So say I'm a travel blogger that helps teens who are struggling with income, who have asthma and can't really walk well. You're gonna appeal to people a lot better because you're targeting people. Really important that you have a niche. Okay, do it. When you write a blog post, you need to make sure that your headlines are on point. Make sure it has a little bit of debate, make sure it has a little bit of evoking emotion so people are inclined to click. Your writing is very engaging, you are, having a storyline. Make sure it kind of flows from beginning, middle, end. This is really hard to really grasp, but you just have to think in your head, people don't give a freak about you. They don't give a freak about your life. They give a freak about the value and what you're gonna give to them. So make sure you give value first in your blog. People are always scratching their head, why am I not getting reads? Why don't people want to read my stuff? Because you're probably writing about stuff about your life. When people don't give a crap about you in the beginning, you need to write about stuff that actually freaking helps people, and write stuff that people are actually searching for and what they want within your niche. Or you can write about your life. I mean, that's another option. You can do that too. Like I said, knowing what people search for is number one. The best websites to search for this is answerthepublic.com and Google Trends. Look up a keyword that you think people in your niche want within your writing and just see if it's being searched for, if it's popular, if it's in demand. If people are skimming your writing or just really bored, not even reading the whole thing, you are messing up. You're probably thinking, people are copying my ideas, people are copying my crap. How am I going to stand out for my freaking competition? That's when you get in Dexter's laboratory and you need to read competition stuff and find out what they're missing. Find out what they're not doing that you could do. The truest way to stand out isn't what the topic is, it's how you are. And I know that's really cliche. Content these days have been leaning towards relatable content and storytelling because no one in this whole industry can take away your story, your life. Blog needs to be aspirational and relatable, and that's what storytelling does. Don't just give value. You're not gonna stick out. Someone can easily spit out a blog post from Google and write about it. You have to tell a relatable narrative towards the middle, because the middle is where people start to drop off in your blog. So talk about what you've been through, talk about your life, your story, your struggles, your goals, what you want to change in your industry, in the world too. All about storytelling. How can you tell a story from beginning, middle, end? Is of course the value, the middle is the story, the end is kind of like the call to action of like the ending and the inspiration, motivation, all that. Because it's not about how many people read your stuff, it's about how many people read from start to finish, because that's how you get an engaged community who cares about you and stays with you from start to finish. Retainment is more important than reach and growth. Your hook, have your pictures, have your videos, have your relatable narrative, have your call to action to take them to the next thing. Just make sure your blog is actually good, okay? Next up is marketing and distribution. Bloggers generally have a 70% marketing problem and a 20% content problem. The content is amazing, it's spot on, but the marketing is what sucks. If your blog content sucks, don't even focus on marketing. It's gonna waste your time. Just focus on the content and then start marketing when your content is actually good, because when you market your crap, you're just gonna expose your crap even further. You probably heard other YouTubers say, just pick a platform that you love and just pick one platform. No, pick every platform so that you don't get scared that one platform dies or they change the algorithm, they change something and it just, all your stuff is gone. I thought Vine wasn't going anywhere, it died, and the YouTubers that had a Vine were protected. Okay. On Medium, Bloglove, Tumblr, you know, Blogger, Ghost, all these places, but make sure each platform's a little different and you don't just do copies and pastes. And of course have your main hosting site, your WordPress, so that you own the relationship. You're not a slave to any algorithm. Platforms, even Polygon. Here's the new stuff that no one talks about. Blogging is great, but you want to find a way for people who are busy to still get your content. So you need to do a audio book. I know, fancy word, whatever, but it's basically an audio blog, which means every blog post you make a podcast episode out of it. So that means broadening your horizons to other platforms, and you're providing content for people who are on the go and don't have time to read a blog post. They can still listen, and yeah, you just basically are vocalizing your content. That's incredible. Once people get a sense of who you are, they get your voice, they get you. You can even do a YouTube. Ew, that was gross. You do a YouTube where people can get behind the scenes of how you do your content, and you can even just do tutorials based on the value you get. The best platform for bloggers is Instagram. Instagram's incredible. You can just basically make it a mini blog. Each post you do a blog post of your life, you give value, you just do basically what you do in your blog but in Instagram. Heard about the value of Pinterest? I'm still learning, I don't know everything, but use Pinterest if you know about that. Bloggers probably know how to use it. Twitter is also really valuable. You could do like behind the scenes and sneak peeks of your blog post so people can go to that link and read it. And of course you can, you know, go on anchor.fm. That's the best platform right now for podcasting. Or you could just, you know, use SoundCloud, put a podcast in your blog and just kind of do an embed, and people just put, oh, this is the podcast form if you're busy. So of course, make sure you sound interesting and not just a robot like, oh, today, blah, blah, you know, be interesting. Of course on Instagram, you can be DMing people within your niche. Just say, here's my blog post, give free stuff. Don't be afraid to do free crap at the beginning. People have these goals that are just not gonna happen overnight. They want to get 100k reads, or they want to have like 1,000 followers. What works is retainment. How can people be retained and stay on your blog and read it? And marketing and getting your blog out there to more places. That is 100% possible. I'm kind of new to YouTube. We don't have a community name yet. Help. If you have any recommendations, don't be afraid to talk about it, because we need one. Next is the monetization. You know, like I said, if you're broke, this can help you quit your day job. This can help you drop out if you want and just make a full-time life for yourself. Don't even think about money. You need to think about how many true fans do you think you have. True fans pay your bills, and they pay your bills without effort. Anything you say and do, they will do it for you. They cut your arm off. They cut their arm off to see you. They're obsessed with you, basically. It comes with doing free stuff, building trust, building an engaged community, showing that you care about them, showing that you give to them. It's not about how much you're gonna get. Blogging is about how much you get to give. And once you give enough, people are gonna start investing in you. Of course, you have the YouTube AdSense. We have the affiliate marketing on the blog. We have the affiliate marketing on the podcast. We have all these built-in monetization options, but there's way more ways to monetize so that you don't depend on these stuff to pay. There's two forms of monetization, scalable and non-scalable. Scalable means you make a product that a lot of people can get. You generally want to charge it slower since a lot of people are going to buy it. This is an ebook, this is a course, this is a app, a product that you can give to people, and a lot of people will buy it and pay you. It has to be valuable. It has to be stuff that you give to someone that will help them in their whatever niche you do, and they pay for it. Next is non-scalable. Non-scalable is personalized. It's one-on-one. This means you provide value one-on-one to people, because let's be honest, not everyone's the same. You're going to need to provide content for people of different people so that you help different people. Want to be a one-on-one private writing? This is something I kind of made up, but basically people can DM you or email you a set of things they want answered, and you give them a blog post about it, and they pay you a lot, because of course this requires a lot of energy. You're physically there and you have to provide for them physically, and you can't do much of it. Charge more. And of course you can do one-on-one coaching if you have the guts to, and yeah, it's just a really good way to do it. Please don't make Please make sure you're not a sellout at the beginning. Do one-on-one coaching throughout a few months and then get into scalable content, and then you basically have a full-time income running at your doorstep. Like I said, there's work behind this. You have to be willing to work your butt off and be disciplined, and you're gonna have to, don't be afraid to do free crap, you know, DM people saying, can I write stuff for you for free? I'm telling you, just do free crap and just give free stuff. Write for companies, do freelance work for free. And if you can even do freelance writing, and freelance writing can give you a good bang for your buck if you are niched and you just have a good portfolio and you got your head straight. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know everything, and not a lot of people know the work behind how long I've written and just writing and all of that. So let me just show you a quick little piece of writing that I did so you can really know just the work behind this, despite me just writing since I could pick up a pencil. No, that's kind of a little bit embarrassing, but yeah, that was when I written it in 4th grade. I did a 4th grade writing. I've written for years. I don't have these crazy success stories, but I've written for years. I know this is really confusing. There's a lot to it, but if you don't want to confuse yourself and overwhelm yourself, focus on content first and then market later. There's 3 things to making good content. A good hook. Always have stuff happening so that people are imagining it. Yes, writings can't make a video or make a podcast. You have to make people see that in their head. Make it literally digitally come off the screen and they see stuff happen. It's the, are you, making sense? Do you have a good branding and you're the same throughout all your platforms, so you're iconic and people know you? Good content. Are you making sense when you write? Are you consistent? Are you just writing good stuff, telling your life? Distribution. Are you DMing people? Are you in communities? Even Twitch, for example. Twitch is a great place where you can get communities, live action, and just talking about your content to people and just making friends. Yeah. And then focus your first 100 true fans, focus on that. It's so painful, trust me. I'm still trying to get to my 100 subs, but that's what you gotta do. You gotta work on it and make sure you distribute your content like crazy. But yes, that's the end of this. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you are really, really busy, like I said, high schooler, employee, you don't have time to look at my face and you're just on the go, AP, you're working 2 jobs, 3 jobs even, please listen to my podcast. My podcast is basically this, but audio. You can listen to it on the go, and you don't have to look at my face to waste time. You can just get content over there. But don't forget to find your place in the writing space. I believe in you. This isn't an overnight thing. This requires hard work. This requires discipline. This requires time. Don't give this 7 months. Give this 36 months, okay? It takes time, but I know you can do it. Keep working, keep pushing, and I know if you stick with it and you know your purpose, you know your mission, you know your why, and you stay true to who you are, you're giving value, you're giving back, and you're actually providing, you will make it. So don't forget to subscribe and watch the podcast or listen to it. Bye.